All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
BoJack Horseman, Season 3, Episode 8.
All right, we did a goof, y'all.
We did.
Accidentally watched the next episode of BoJack before this one.
And, oh boy.
It was a doozy.
It was a doozy
hell
indeed.
of a doozy.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if we missed some things that might have instigated that interaction.
Right, because I was kind of surprised that it happened, even though it did seem very natural for it to happen, but I would not be surprised if that's the sort of thing where they would set it up in the previous episode. Yeah.
So
that'll be interesting.
That's really funny. So
Yeah.
bear with us if we have a little bit of foreknowledge about this one. That's just something that happens when you're recording a whole bunch of stuff.
Indeed. Yes.
The other file names sometimes get mixed up.
Get mixed around and stuff. But, I mean, if there is something that then sets up the next episode, I'm very excited for that because the next episode is fantastic.
It is amazing. So, all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Ooh.
Christmas?
Maybe?
When you two first came into my office, I was like, ooh, this marriage is not going to last.
Oh!
You've really put the work in.
Oh!
Deem your marriage fixed.
Thanks, Dr. Jen.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my God.
So what you're telling me is David Pincher needs a new star immediately for his 3-picture young adult dystopian future franchise?
Yep. What's that I hear? Beep, beep. Someone's calling on the other.
Oh my God. It is going to be exactly built up in this episode.
Yeah.
And paint over his stripes so he looks like a horse.
I can see the headline.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The next Pegasus! BoJack's got star power and grit up the wazoo. I can't imagine
Anyone who would appeal to the target audience more than Chuff.
Damn it. Damn it.
Uh-huh.
That would be a great title for a movie about marrying Satan. How are we losing money? Listen, we're getting Chuff this part and coming out on top. I know we will, because we're the good guys.
Oh my God.
They're going to war.
Yep. And the look on Judah's face as Carolyn's saying this, he's like,
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we know it's doomed to fail as well. Which actually I think provides a pretty fun, unique perspective on this because it's the
it's a Greek tragedy at this point.
We're watching a ship crash very slowly into the iceberg, you know.
Oh!
Hey, Sarah Lynn.
Hey, loser. Did you get a call about that Ethan around thing? You're not gonna do it, are you?
How is she driving the pedals?
The Horsing Around sequel series Brad's trying to get made.
Did you say Ethan around?
I know. It should be Sabrina around.
She just
right?
put a brake on the
That's
gas
what
pedal.
people would
Yeah.
watch. Sabrina.
I mean,
doing
there's,
skateboard
you know.
tricks and eating kettle corn. Oh, did you not hear? I'm clean and sober. 8 months.
Really?
Oh,
That's incredible.
damn.
Yeah, I wanted a change in my life because I heard if you stop doing drugs for a while, the first time you do them again, it's amazing.
Damn it!
Ugh, whatever. Call me when you're ready to party. Go!
Well, that's troubling. Can you believe they're doing a Horsing Around reboot?
Is that... Wait, what?
Smell that Labrador Peninsula air. Keep an eye out for my brother.
How will I know which one's him?
He'll be the one that looks like me.
Got it.
Wow.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Peanut Butter. Is
Uh,
this time to talk about this?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Captain Peanut Butter.
I was thinking, what's the next step? What if we made our safe space for women also available to men?
That's an untapped market.
Oh my God.
No goodbye. Well, he's a conversational Amelia Earhart.
Wow.
Wow. Flight of the Pegasus. This must be what Robert Downey Jr. felt like when he woke up on that stranger's bathroom floor and found out he was going to be Iron Man.
Well, it's another
That's pretty funny.
unseasonably warm day on the Labrador Peninsula. It's true what they say.
Nothing bad ever happens on the Labrador Peninsula. Oh, paradise.
Wow.
Yep. Follow that frisbee. Threw it to himself. Yep. So they're in Quebec, basically.
You believe in the soul.
What?
Life is the most precious resource we have. Remember that, Diane.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you tell
tell your brother about the ABORTON?
The audition? No, I could never tell him about that. He thinks I'm offer only. It would break his heart.
Oh.
Wait, what audition?
No, the abortion.
Oh, no. Should I have?
He said some weird stuff to me earlier.
But he's a good dog. All bark, no bite. Oh, sorry, that's a Labrador expression. I guess in human terms it would be he's all talk and no shooting you with an assault rifle.
Is that what you think humans do?
Am I wrong?
No, he's not, but holy shit, he went there.
So when I found out the best assistant I ever had was working for David Pincher, I mean, what are the odds? Did he hire you because of your cute
They're both putting the pressure on the same person.
Good word for BoJack, but I'm just an assistant.
Just an assistant? You know everyone's real
Oh.
name, H, nose, teeth, and tits. You have power because in today's economy, the only true power is information. I want you to get your boss to pick BoJack as his Pegasus. I always believed in you, Laura. The question is, do you believe in yourself?
Wow, I'm sorry, did you just make that up? Because that was, like, is that a speech you had ready to go?
Will you do this for me?
Yes.
Definitely not. Yeah.
I did everything I could.
She thinks about that for a second.
Yeah.
Right.
You couldn't have told me all this over the phone.
This show is going to change my life. I'm taking the kids out of school and moving everyone down here.
No.
Oh, God.
Because I was talking to her, and I don't know if she wants me to do it. You know how agents are.
Oh.
So just remember, I'm not the bad guy here.
I hear you loud and clear. Don't worry, we won't take no for an answer.
Well, I think my schedule's going to be tough.
Oh, shit.
And I do want to do it. You got to get me out of this thing. This asshole's giving me everything I ask for. What a nightmare.
Well, just tell him you don't want to do the show.
I can't tell him that. It would destroy him. And destroying people is what I pay you to do for me. So I don't
Wow.
have to think about
Yeah.
destroying. Do you not know what an agent is?
Instead of convincing the Pegasus people they don't want BoJack, what if we convince BoJack he doesn't want Pegasus?
Fantastic.
Okay.
How do we do that?
All right.
Kelsey.
Kelsey. That's what I said when they said you wanted to meet with me.
Oh, shit.
But there's a book I've been trying to
Oh,
turn into a
shit.
movie, and I need your help. It's a coming-of-age story about a girl who likes jelly beans. The movie I want to make isn't glamorous or sexy. You don't get to be the big hero that everybody loves. You get to be a guy who works at a gas station who gets in a fight with his daughter about jelly beans. That's the whole movie. It's small and it's real.
Shit.
And you get to work with a director who sees you.
You're right. That one scene we shot that didn't even make it into the Secretariat movie was the best thing I ever did. Why am I wasting my time with this other stuff?
So you're in?
Damn.
Let's do it.
Great. Hey, how's your little friend with a face? Is he up to his old tricks, getting into scrapes? Little scamp. Can you tell him I said hi?
Oh, my God.
Fucking Todd!
Yes.
He's still in! What the? Ah! Just drowned!
Why? Is it the nobody's gonna see it element? Or the fact that you're gonna be working for peanuts?
This jelly bean thing could show the world that BoJack's more than just a movie star. He's an actor.
She did.
I've been working all day on getting him the Pegasus movie that you said would show the world he's a movie star.
Maybe you can find a way for BoJack to do both? You're supposed to be this amazing agent.
Oh, shit.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
damn.
Princess Carolyn can't work a miracle in this case.
Right.
We got a regular MyAnimeList.
And they're gonna lose both.
Yeah.
Good times.
Todd!
Don't be too long.
Just
or I'm gonna
like
drink
Rutabaga.
out of your beer.
Yeah.
Intimate family
Diane?
time.
Do you ever look up at the stars and feel like they're tiny holes in the sky, sucking out all the oxygen, and suddenly you can't breathe because you're thinking about how small you are and how meaningless it all
Oh,
is?
he has mental health problems right now. That's what it is. He's
yeah,
he's
yeah.
asking for help.
Cruel to let people love you. All you're doing is promising you'll one day break their hearts.
Oh shit.
Where's the wife?
Oh, fire pit.
She's in Alaska.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
First priority is creating a safe space for women. So if our women don't feel safe in that space,
Yeah.
we should replace them with women who do.
No! No!
Oh, my God.
You didn't hear it from me, but I pulled some strings and you're in.
I always knew you were a superstar.
Oh,
Let's get you into the
shoot.
new year and work out the deets.
So that's
Practice
still
fast
two
way saying details
things.
For people who don't have time for every detail of the word details.
Wow.
Vanessa
So,
Gecko online too.
Great.
Even with a star like BoJack, Kelsey can't get that kind of money.
Well then, work around his schedule.
You're overplaying your hand, PC, and I'm calling your bluff.
Oh, I'm barreling towards you fast, Gecko, and this Mack truck ain't gonna blink.
Now that's not fair. I was clearly establishing a poker metaphor, and you just changed it to a game of chicken. hot shit on a ham sandwich. This is amazing.
The sky parts.
Yeah.
Sweet crab on a croissant. Katie's going into labor.
Go.
Go!
I'll take care of this. Family comes first.
A healthy work environment.
Yeah.
And an assistant getting listened to as well.
Right.
Hey, look, I got champagne for my real friends, because that's what you are, a real friend.
He doesn't want to do your show.
What?
BoJack is about to win an Oscar. Why do you think he would want to do your soon-to-fail sitcom about the further adventures of a carb-faced nobody? Pack your bags, go back to Nowheresville. Thank you for the champagne. Best regards, Anna Spanakopita.
Oh my God.
Oh God, the house! I gotta pull my deposit.
Yeah. Quick, man, take care of your family. Holy shit. I mean, in a lot of ways, like, I'm glad it got communicated finally, but
yeah,
shit.
I think he's hiding something from you.
Why do you think you know my brother better than I do?
Whoa.
Whoa,
Just because you have
yeah.
a shitty relationship with your family?
Whoa.
God damn,
Every
Mr.
other
Peanut
family
Butter.
has to have drama too.
Oh,
I wanted to come up here and have a nice time. This place is an escape for me.
okay, I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. I should not have shouted at you.
What's
I
going
need to go
on?
For a walk.
I think you should sit down.
Why?
Yeah.
I need to talk to you. Sit down.
I will
Is he
not sit down.
dying?
Mr. Peanut Butter, sit.
Okay.
Sit.
I got a twisted spleen.
No.
It's not fatal, necessarily.
Oh.
Everything's going to be fine. They still have to run some tests.
But it's going to be fine?
Yeah.
You promise me it's going to be fine? Because you're my big brother, and that means you can't lie to me about this.
Mr.
Whoa.
Peanut Butter, but there might come a time
Please.
when you're going to have to be the captain.
What is this? A very special episode?
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a no-go on BoJack for Pegasus. I don't understand, Laura. I just wanted you to know. I did everything I could.
Prepared speech.
Wow.
If you didn't want to do my movie, you should have just told me.
Oh shit.
Why'd your agent keep demanding more money? What? Now the option's expired and I'm screwed. Oh, why do I
Fuck.
get my hopes up? Why do I keep letting you get my hopes up?
Kelsey, this is a mistake.
Yeah, it's a mistake I keep making. Hey, next time, BoJack, do a girl a favor and don't break her heart by inches. Do it all at once. It'll save everyone some time.
You want to make some cuts? Why
Yeah.
don't you cut that stupid beard? Everyone who walks in here thinks this place is run by a homeless person.
I apologize if my appearance or demeanor is unprofessional.
No, you're perfect. Everybody's
Yeah.
perfect except for me. Just go home, Judah.
Oh, the little turn.
Hello, little ones.
He got to be there.
Yeah.
Rutabaga, we got it.
Yeah.
Jeff Hollister is the new Pegasus.
Wow.
We saved the agency.
That's incredible, honey.
Wow, everything worked out. You gotta love a happy ending.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Holy shit. There were so many things that I was not expecting.
I know. Oh. And knowing where this goes,
Yeah.
I don't know, made it even better. I think.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
yeah, it was a slow Titanic, just the iceberg, and it all made sense. It
And
made
bringing
sense.
back Kelsey and making the thing fall
I
apart.
know.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Oh.
No wonder.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow.
That was an amazing episode.
That was
the utilization of all the side characters in this perfect just crescendo of hey, yeah, it's another new year for Princess Carolyn, and
oh
yeah,
boy.
oh boy,
Oh boy.
This led to disaster.
That hurt.
And because
Like-
of the unique situation that we're in, where this is like
Yeah.
one of those like fuck ups where we're like, oh no, we fucked up too. Like, Carolyn, we bit off more than we could chew. Like literally, we watched the next episode before this, so
And,
we were
like-
kind of like, what was the whole thing with the flight of the
Oh, yeah.
Pegasus in the next episode?
Right, like I
It
figured.
makes so much sense now.
Yeah, because
oh my God,
so much of the stuff that they were talking about there was something where I was like, oh, I'm not catching all of this. It's not all clicking, but that totally makes sense. She has her own company, and and so it's more in the things that we haven't been seeing, right? Okay, no, it's literally a part 2 of this one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's of all the episodes to fuck up and watch.
Right, like when we watched that episode. And then, and then it's like, oh, wait, we weren't supposed to watch that one yet? I was thinking, well, that's the perfect one because it's so self-contained, right? It's like, it's just a conversation, and all that stuff. No. Oh, my
But in some ways, it's
God.
really fun watching it out of order because now we're like, oh, yeah, it's all doomed to fail. So you get to watch and see all the little pieces fall into place.
The bit with Kelsey broke my heart because
I love Kelsey.
I love Kelsey as a character. I love the dynamic that she has with BoJack as far as a side character that hasn't been in the show very long and isn't in the show very much. But
especially not anymore.
Yeah, especially not anymore, but has such a big effect when she's here that, oh my God.
And I liked that this was really a combination of where Princess Carolyn went into classic Princess Carolyn mode where she's like, okay, BoJack's being annoying and he's wanting more than he can actually handle. And rather than being like, no, as your agent, I'm not actually going to be able to get you the one that you want because it's I need the money. She doesn't communicate her needs in this, which is, BoJack, if you want to do this, that's great and all. But I need then for you, your next project to be a big money maker. So I will let you know that like right now, this is the only time I'm going for you with this. But she didn't communicate that. She went for both.
But
she
also the
everything.
other thing that and I could be wrong, and because of the pacing of this episode, it could be something where it's implied that all this stuff was communicated, right? But did she properly get all the info from BoJack because she was so set into, no, I'm going to get you both, that she didn't find out that, oh, the option expires tonight, or things like that, where it's
she didn't look into it.
No, right. She didn't look into it, right? Because she, could she theoretically have gotten both?
Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then she got greedy on top of the getting both. Well, no, because it was the work around a schedule and all that stuff. But point is, there were things that she could have done that she would have done if she were actually invested in making sure that this was the best thing for BoJack that she didn't do.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, having the next episode happen, that makes perfect sense. Because she really did drop the ball pretty hard here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And there's a very cool little through line here in that because you saw in the next episode that there was did Anna put you up to this? We saw in this episode the one time where she kind of related and spoke to Anna, and she kind of fucked up the name intentionally in a really
way.
way.
She definitely made some racial comments of the I can't remember exactly what they were, but they were related to food and things like that.
Oh, okay. I don't remember them being racial comments, but maybe they were. The thing I was trying to bring up though was that she was rude to her. Anna's only thing that she contributed in this episode was being like, oh, this will show that he's a movie star. Oh, now this will show that he's not just a movie star, he's an actor.
Right.
Which is her basically saying, yeah, go and do whatever it is that you think you're going to do.
I'll have a way to spin it that'll be great.
But hold on. Then she said, oh, but you could do both. You're Princess Carolyn, right? She egged on Princess Carolyn and played to her ego. And the thing is that I don't blame Anna for that.
Nope.
But it's the kind of thing where specifically Princess Carolyn bought that whole thing of, I can do both. Absolutely. I'm Princess fucking Carolyn. I can do no wrong. I love that this was the result, if you will, then of her hubris of going, oh, I can do this. But there was not just Anna was tempting her to do this. She had Judah specifically being like, no, we should actually not, try to bite off more than we can chew. The company's in a really tough position right now.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure that you're getting whatever you're getting. Don't go for the high risk, high reward because, you just need to make sure that the bottom line's okay, right?
Right. And what we saw here was Princess Carolyn did the things that are her usual MO, but because she kind of repeats certain things, not observing whether or not they're good in context, she ended up playing the same card badly twice in multiple instances. Not treating a assistant with respect. Oh, what do you know? That came back to bite her in 2 ways, not just with Judah, but with Laura.
And I also like it makes it kind of poetic that this is what it is, not just because there's the similarity with Judah and all that, but also because the dynamic with her and BoJack is something where it's the BoJack has been using her and all of that such, with her being the agent and the one that always puts out the fires and things. And, oh, hey, she kind of does a similar thing where it's the no, don't let this person get ahead, have a better life that would take them away from me because I need them. That.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then all the meanwhile, we have our B plot, which is Mr. Peanut Butter and Diane going on a trip, which I loved the subversion of expectation joke in the cold open of, oh, your guys' marriage I deem fixed. And instead of showing Diane and Mr. Peanut Butter, we then show Rutabaga and his wife.
Which is like, oh my God.
Which is great because in a lot of ways, his separating from Princess Carolyn was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Oh my God.
Do you see the through line here? An assistant that wasn't treated right. So
and then he
ends up
even just
back
as
to,
an assistant ends up being treated better because if I recall correctly, that he was now the assistant of what's her face?
Vanessa Gecko.
Vanessa Gecko. Yes.
Right. So it's the kind of thing where she not only treats him with a little bit more respect, but kind of understands her own limitations in where she needs to kind of be like, okay, shoot, what have you got? And then they're spitballing, they're trying to roll this out, and Princess Carolyn is top of her game. She's moving faster than them. She's got more connections than them. So they have to kind of wing it and stuff. But the way that they brought those characters in with Kelsey, and then tied this all in with the scene of the part where BoJack did actually feel like he created something wonderful with that one shot.
Right, because then that adds that additional layer where it's not just the business angle of were you able to get him the highest paying job
or be most beneficial to me.
Well, exactly. It's the were you able to be the most beneficial to me because the situation this was a situation where their interests did not actually align.
No.
Right? He was not doing this for the money.
Right.
He wanted to get this thing because he's like, yes, I believe in this. This will be great. I want to do this.
Yeah.
And you kept him from being able to do that. And even just from a friend standpoint, not even talking about an agent standpoint, you screwed him over. You know how BoJack's been, right?
Yeah.
The idea that he's like, oh my God, yes, this will be fantastic. This is something I actually care about.
Right. It's tough because BoJack says all kinds of bullshit and nonsense tons of times.
Oh, yeah.
And so the fact that she kind of wrote him off here and just didn't really listen.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a cool little, Achilles heel thing for Princess Carolyn. Because for the most part, yes, BoJack does not add much into their professional relationship. At least from the professional side of things.
Yep.
Not much. Barely anything. So the idea that he's like, I'm being flaky. I want this project instead. And she's just like, we have literally an amazing thing.
Yep.
I'm setting this up. I'm literally working.
Why are
magic
you sabotaging again?
Why are you sabotaging again?
Yeah.
So she ignores him. It's the perfect storm of
it's surprising
patterns.
that it took this long. In fact, it's because of Princess Carolyn being able to work all these miracles that it hasn't happened before.
And in a lot of ways, I think this episode actually really gets the point of it being the perfect storm. There's literally a storm throughout the entire episode that's just going and cooking and stuff.
Yes, and then once Rutabaga and Vanessa Gecko figure it out, the storm parts. Yep.
Oh, man.
And he even managed to make it back in time for the delivery of all 7 of his kids.
He did. Oh.
Wow.
I do like the through line of Rutabaga and Mr. Peanut Butter being the ones, though, that are kind of being pulled away from family for kind of work-related stuff and end up kind of taking different approaches with regards to the way they interact with their respective wives in that regard.
Well, because in both situations, you have someone who's very understanding of the, a work thing because of the work that they're in. This is part and parcel with the situation, right?
Yeah.
But when Diane goes and then does essentially the same thing where it's the, hey, Mr. Peanut Butter, I need to pull you away from your distraction real quick in the same way that you've been pulled away from our time together.
Right.
Mr. Peanut Butter blows up at her. He's not wanting to hear it, right? Yeah. Like there is no element of where, you know, there is a willingness to have, you know, things go both ways, right? Now, he calms down very quickly and apologizes and everything, and, you know, at the end of the episode, Diane is, puts her arm around him and all that stuff.
She's already asleep.
Sure. I thought it was that she understands that something is the matter and something just happened, and so it's the
that also could be too. Yeah,
I'll still comfort you, right?
Yeah,
but maybe you need to work on that, you know. But yeah.
I do like that this is the decisions that people have made in the past are now coming back to haunt them, and if that's the through line we get for the rest of the season, where it's the you see these little decisions, these little things,
we could get a very particular
there are a few particular ones that, like, if we get consequences for those, holy,
although I mean, hey, Anna already knows about the big ones, so yeah, I'm very,
I know, man,
very excited to see how this continues. But yeah, with the Diane and Mr. Peanut Butter stuff, I love how every time there's a bit of conflict between them, it feels like it teeter-totters back and forth of me wondering who's actually going to be the one that causes the divorce, right? Like, and that's great, because then that just showcases that it's going to be a both of them thing. But
right, or they're going to defy all odds, make it actually work through the shit.
Sure.
And while they've got some shit to work through, in a lot of ways, them getting more time away, but closer together, is kind of the opposite setup for where BoJack and Carolyn end up being.
Right, because their situation is much better than BoJack and Carolyn's.
Oh, way better.
Like,
I mean, just because BoJack exists in the dynamic, like, in general.
Right, like, in a lot of ways, it's the...
it's unfair to call them even similar.
Well, it's... because BoJack and Carolyn have been together so long, it is on the surface a lot more functional, because they figured out how to...
They know each other better.
Be dysfunctionally functional, right? Yeah, they know each other better.
Yeah.
But in the case of Diane and Mr. Peanut Butter,
they don't know each other as well.
Yeah, exactly. You don't kind of have that, and so it is a lot more obvious. But as a result of that might be something where then they can more directly work on it. Whereas in the case of BoJack and Princess Carolyn, they're not working on it.
Right.
It's the
they got lazy with regards to how they handle conflict.
Right.
Basically.
You do your thing, I do my thing. Those will be very different things most of the time, and it's worked well so far.
Yeah, it's very much the definition of the working couple that very much does not actually communicate.
Right.
You know, they have some kind of pretend faux communication that looks like it to maybe some people, but anyone that knows them relatively well is like, it's not.
And I'll just point this out. Now, this is complete conjecture on my part, but I would not be surprised if the fact that Princess Carolyn was so frustrated with BoJack and got casual with him is because they have dated before, and so the level of frustration that the things that he's done has, caused her is more than it maybe would have been if they had just been agent and client.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I can't say 23 years as someone's agent. Like, she probably wouldn't even be BoJack's agent by now if not for the fact that they'd been in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Wow.
The utilization of side characters in sitcoms with semi-ensemble casts outside of the main core, 5, I would guess.
The cameos were wonderful.
The cameos were wonderful. The way they utilized everybody was really fun.
Sarah Lynn and Kelsey were my particular favorites.
Yes.
I want every time that either of them shows up, I'm very happy. The fact that Kelsey was brought in and then immediately tossed out again, that makes me very sad, and I want her to come back and be some kind of mainstay, at least for a while.
She's going to be a consistent recurring character because she represents a good specific portion of the industry. But
and also BoJack's mistakes and the way he wants to try and work on it. But
Sarah Lynn and the
other guy,
Tool
Bradley.
Here. Bradley. Yeah. Their presence in the story here is also kind of a fun little reminder of another aspect of where the relationship and between the two of them, each to BoJack respectively, has consequences based on decisions that BoJack has made in the past.
Yep.
for not necessarily like an abuse of power, but very much a and not caring about the feelings of other people when he is in positions of power.
Which, by the way, on the whole Sarah Lynn situation, last thing from this episode is that we've talked about how the idea that the only thing that would reunite them all again is another death, and it probably won't be BoJack. It'll probably
She
be
might
Sarah
have
Lynn's.
just died.
She might have just died.
We don't know.
She might have just died, and like given what we know of the next episode being very like contained in about a conversation in a very limited space and time, I would not be surprised if the episode after that's a funeral,
possibly.
But yeah,
or at the very least, she's like paralyzed or something. Jimmy,
or she's just totally fine, right? You know, it's like, oh no, I've been through worse.
Just give me some cocaine. Just
yeah,
ready
exactly.
to go. Let's go.
Right. The fact that it's oh no, I'm sober now. Oh really? Wow, way to go.
Amazing. Yeah. He even softened his voice a little bit.
Yeah. It's oh no, I'm just sober because I heard that if you get sober and then do drugs again, the high is even better. Yeah, right. He's like, no. Oh,
hey,
wow.
at least she's got a
she can quit.
She can quit,
even if the motivator is to do drugs again. Right? Like that's actually something.
That's actually not bad, you know.
Right.
It's decent, you know.
Yeah.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, which we already seen, but go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general, and also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch, and if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.